Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. War KFEUD Frank Fritz's pal blames American Pickers fame for falling out with Mike Wolfe as he's scripted compared to late star. Frank passed away at 60 years old on September 30, 2 years after he suffered a stroke, with Mike, 59, and loved ones by his side. But before the stars reconciled after Frank suffered his stroke, the two weren't on speaking terms for years. In an exclusive interview with the U.S. Sun, Frank's friend, Jerry Gendreau, gave more insight behind their temporary falling out. Working with anybody on a daily basis for 10 or 15 years is tough. Mike is very scripted and knowledgeable about what he does, and Frank would shoot from the hip. I was told many years ago, if you like it, if you got a good eye, buy it because somebody else will like it. Jerry revealed the old friends reconciled because of Frank's stroke, and because whatever happened between them, time always heals. Jerry wished fans would have seen the two come back together on the show. He said, "I wish everything could have come around," and ended with one season of them all reconciling. Jerry previously told the U.S. Sun that Frank would have returned to the show had it not been for his health issues. Mike came up with the idea for the show. Mike was smart enough to know the show would be perfect with Frank, Jerry said. My analogy of the two, Mike and Frank, were like Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin. Jerry Lewis Frank was just as important, or maybe even more important for the show. It's very hard to be the Jerry Lewis all of the time. I think Frank would have went back, but he had his health issues. And he did have some serious health issues. From 25 or 30 on, he suffered from Crohn's. Crohn's is a bowel disease that causes inflammation in the digestive tract. Jerry explained how Frank became a fan favorite on the show because of his spontaneity. He was truly the comedian who popped out with some of the weirdest and dumbest things that you just go, "Wow," Jerry said. He made a mark on history. Frank left American Pickers in 2020 to undergo back surgery and was officially let go in 2021. Frank revealed his feud with co-star Mike during an interview with the U.S. Sun in 2021. Frank said, "I haven't talked to Mike in 2 years. He knew my back was messed up, but he didn't call me up and ask how I was doing. That's just how it is." The show is tilted towards him 1,000%. I can't even bend that far down to show you how much. That's fine. It's like you've got Aerosmith, and there's Steven Tyler, and he's the frontman. I found my spot. I'm second, and he's number one on the show. That's no problem with me. Maybe he does have a problem. He also admitted, "I think Mike wants to get his brother Robbie in there to replace me. I don't know why he's behaving like that towards me." Robbie ultimately replaced Frank on the series. Shortly after Frank's interview with the U.S. Sun, Mike announced his co-star's firing over Instagram. "I have known Frank for as long as I can remember. He's been like a brother to me. The journey that Frank, Donnie, and I started back in 2009, like all of life, has come with its highs and lows, blessings and challenges. But it has also been the most rewarding," he wrote. "The support that you all have given us has been a constant reminder of what the show's message has always been. Through these places, people, and things, we all have a common thread. We're here to not only take care of the past, but also each other. I will miss Frank, just like all of you, and I pray for the very best and all good things for him on the next part of his journey." Then, Frank suffered a stroke in July 2022. Mike and Frank ended their feud during his health issues when they reunited over Memorial Day weekend of 2023. A source close to Frank told the U.S. Sun at the time, "Everything between them is fine. They've known each other for 40 years. They went to high school. They've done all this stuff together. They're very good friends, great friends." The passing comes 2 years after Frank suffered a stroke in his Iowa home. Frank was unable to recover from the stroke fully, as he was rushed to the hospital 4 times in 2022 and 2023 for pneumonia and a seizure. He was left wheelchair-bound and returned to a rehabilitation center after the hospital stints. He can walk, but he's always going to need the wheelchair because he can't walk long distances, a source previously told the U.S. Sun in August 2023. Basically, you lose motion. He lost motion. A stroke can affect your left or your right side. It affected his right side. Frank's close friends filed for a conservatorship and guardianship for him in August 2022. Mike was the one who announced Frank's passing over Instagram the morning after the death. Ahead of the American Pickers premiere, Mike dedicated the season to his longtime friend. He wrote, "It has taken me a long time to figure out what I was going to say, or if I even wanted to post that we have new episodes starting tomorrow night. The timing of this and Frank's passing is not great, however, we have been making shows without Frank for 4 years now, and we have always wanted him to be back with this crew, but he couldn't due to health issues. Every time the crew and I were in Iowa, we would go and sit by Frank's side and let him know how much he was missed, how he could never be replaced, and we will work incredibly hard on every episode to make him proud. As always, since Frank has left, I dedicate this show and all the others this season in his honor."